Yeah,
for simplicity.
All right, so beginning, turn 1, Dylan's going first, I'm going second. He doesn't get to draw, and he's choosing the Dissonant Bout environment, which allows a player to discard a card from their hand or their field to inflict 35 damage to their opponent once per turn. Actually, it doesn't say once per turn, so technically you can discard as many cards as you want for 35 damage each.
So since I put down this as like, you know, I chose the environment, on the first turn, would I be able to then use that environment's thing? You can just still use that first one?
It's active, yeah, you can use it. You have no
set
counters or supports to place? Didn't draw any?
Nope.
Alright, my turn. I'm not going to do that. I will set counter. I'm gonna fucking set 3 counters to start.
Okay.
Yeah, try it. I will activate the artifact Escape My Grasp. It's a spiritual artifact. It equips to my fighter. When this card's equipped, I lose 10 mind, and I gain 5 power. If either my mind is lower than my opponent's or my power is higher, I can negate your instant zone for 2 of your turns. So my mind is down to 16, and my power goes up by 5. 35. So I'm sure I have higher. What's your power?
My power is 28.
28. Okay, so I have higher power, so I will choose to negate your instant zone for 2 turns. 2 of your turns. So don't forget to add your counters at the end of your turn.
So I put in the 2 on my side then?
Yeah.
Plop them there.
And then I'll start with an action. I will attack.
You have 2,000 health?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will attack with Cheap Shot. Select an effect activate. It's a physical action. Attack for 100, then I can destroy it based on counter you control, or attack for 225, and I must destroy 1 I control. I will attack for 225 and destroy 1 counter I control. So I'm hitting you for 225. And I will destroy my fortified face down. Okay, so I have higher stamina. So while I have higher stamina than you, one of my passives is the first action card I activate has their max cooldown reduced by 1 turn. So that's 3, so its max cooldown will be 2.
So I'm going to use Headbutt, which is attack for 60 damage and take 20 damage yourself. Next turn, your opponent cannot activate instant cards. You and your opponent both lose 2 defense. Is that a permanent loss then?
Yeah,
or is that...
yeah, you lose defense. I added to some stat losses to a lot of action cards to like fatigue the fighter, so as the fight goes on you're doing less and less damage or taking more damage based on how low your defense is. At the end of the turn, since I took damage, I will gain 1 strength because that balances one of her passives.
Okay.
But did it consider strength?
Strength?
It did consider strength.
Yeah.
So you can also make it consider half magic as well. Half power, rather.
For 1 action per turn, any damage that considers strength or power can also consider half of whichever isn't stated during it. Okay. Yeah. So I just add half of whatever my power is?
Yeah.
So add 14 damage.
I'm at 17, 18 right now.
15, 19. But I also start with 200 less than your bitch ass, so.
Right. Alright, and I will end my turn. Since I did take damage, I gain 1 strength. I'm at 34 strength. Okay. That expires. Yeah. You get -1 cooldown on that. This expires and goes to the bottom of the deck. Sorry. And you still have 1 more at the end of your turn, then your instant zone is available again.
No, that was the last one right there.
It's 2 of your turns, not 2 turns.
Oh, it's 2. Oh, okay. Then yeah, I still have 1 more then. Okay. Yeah, because this is each turn. Yeah. This is my turn for this scenario. Okay. Then yes, 1 more for that.
Those cooldowns are each complete turn. A complete turn has to consider a draw phase and an end phase. You don't have to draw for the draw phase if your draw gets negated, but the phase has to obviously play out. So a complete turn counts as a cooldown for cards that keep track of that. A complete turn is a draw phase and an end phase.
Okay. I'm going to use Madness, which is a magic attack. Inflict damage to your opponent's fighter equal to your mind and your opponent's mind. So my mind is, 36. I wasn't sure if I wrote 30 or 36 there. So 36 plus whatever your mind is.
Mine is 16. So you're at 52.
That'd be 52.
Yeah. I have 16 plus 36. 40, 6 and 6, 12, 52.
I'm not. Okay.
But if you think I'm subtracting 17, 18, 52, you're fucking...
So the cooldown says 1+.
Yes, so that means it will return to the deck, and you will draw a card.
After that.
Yeah, when the cooldown completes. So it has to be one complete turn, and it will. Just grab another dice here. So I'm taking that. So I'm at 1666.
Yep, and then that energy dagger does not apply.
Well, you are attacking with magic, so you can attack with partial strength, physical too. If you attack with one or the other, you can consider half of the other that's not being considered. Is that
no? Because this is strength or power. I did a magic attack.
That's what the power. Magic uses power.
Oh,
Magic and power are synonymous. Yeah, it's a magic attack, and magic is your power stat.
Yeah,
but you're not attacking with power, so that's
it's
the
with
discrepancy.
mind.
That's the discrepancy. We're
Okay, I was gonna say no. I'm not doing either of those. Yeah. Okay.
You don't have any support or counter cards?
No, I genuinely don't. I have a bunch of action cards and 2 instants. I don't have anything. I was thinking that.
Wow, these decks are pretty well balanced. And plus, they're like 50 cards each, so you have.
Yeah. I'll end my turn then. So this.
That will complete.
Go.
Yeah, your instant zone is not open. That completes it. That goes at the bottom of the deck when it completes.
Yeah.
It's just a regular number, so it's turns and then 2 deck. Okay. And I took damage, so I am gaining 1 strength. Okay, I'm going to utilize Dissonant Bout. I'm going to discard a card from my hand to inflict 35 damage to you, discarding Circle the Drain. Don't need that, because I already have the card it would be searching.
Well, do you plan on throwing any other attacks?
I mean, I will, probably.
So I'd rather just
at the very
all
least
at once.
Yeah, at the very least, I'm just going to be punching you for like strength or whatever.
Yeah. I'll just take it all at once then, just to.
All right.
Because I can't counter any of it.
I will then activate Glimmer of Hope, equip it to my fighter, and they instantly gain 100 life. 1766. Cannot exceed max health. Also, while this card is equipped, I gain +2 to each stat and plus 10 CP.
Jesus.
So I'm at 160 CP.
You just drink a Red Bull, apparently.
Yep. And again, the decks are not built to be like super ultra powerful decks. They're thematic to the character. So you will be finding cards that relate to their lore, their story, and cards that like actions and dodges that they typically would employ based on their power levels. So, like macros, more magic based, kind of thing. Set 1 other counter card, and I will just punch you for strength 37. So 35 and 37. Oh man.
72.
Yeah, 72.
Domino.
I will end my turn. So now your madness completes. At the end of my turn, goes to the bottom of the deck, and then you draw 1 card.
Did you draw 1? Oh,
that's what the plus is.
Right. My very first counter card.
Jesus Christ.
I know we're like 5 turns in.
Counter that says you can't.
Fuck. We're a good 5-6 turns in. I finally got a counter card. I'm gonna use. Is that Ire or Ear?
Ire.
Ire of the Abomination. It attacks for CP plus power. Your opponent cannot evade in response, and in turn I lose 3 power. So CP is 150. My power is 28, so 178.
And then you're also you can consider
half of my strength, which is 30. So yeah, 193 or whatever you said.
Okay.
You can't evade, and I'm gonna lose 3 power. Yeah, 3 power in response.
Okay. So that puts me down to 1473 life. So we're pretty even. We're pretty even.
Yeah, but nobody's ascended. Nobody has any allies.
I'm at 14. Well, I have 2 support cards.
Sure, but
you have 1447. I'm at 1473.
Yeah, and as a 2-turn cooldown. You can go ahead on my turn.
Alright, and as you end your turn, I'll activate Toughen at the end of your opponent's turn.
It's not a real word.
Yes, it is. Toughen up. Every time you took damage by an attack or card effect, increase my strength and defense by +2.
I was debating on throwing an extra attack, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I'll activate Linchpin of Fate. Any action card I activate while this card is face up at my side of the field immediately has their max cooldown reduced by 1 turn. And they're already getting another, so that's -2 max cooldown as long as my stamina is higher than yours for her passive effect. So
what's your stamina?
37.
Okay, I'm a couple behind.
Yeah, so as long as my stamina is above yours, all my action cards will have their cooldown reduced by 2 turns. Then I will set 1 more counter, and I will attack for base 40.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That's where Chris is at right now. That's where Dylan's at.
Well, I'm gonna use Disorienting Punch, so I'm attacking for CP, but you'll end up losing 5 defense and 5 stamina.
The fuck I will. Is it? Well, go ahead and put some field. So
it's a physical.
Physical. Can I do anything about that? Come on, you fuck. Come on.
You better not be able to. My whole plan here.
Trash panda, get the fuck. I will activate Create Distance. When my fighter is targeted for a physical attack, negate the attack. This is an evade counter. It doesn't say I can't activate an evade. So I negate the attack, and then I end the battle phase immediately. During my next turn, I can only attack with magic action cards. So your battle phase has ended.
Damn. So you're not losing that defense or stamina, are you?
Nope, you didn't hit me.
Son of a bitch. I was trying to get your stamina below mine. I would have been 1 point ahead of you. God damn it.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not even fucking drawing.
Yeah, but it would have still just saved my ass for the time being.
It got negated, so it's sent to the discard. It's gone.
Oh, it just gets sent. Yep. Yeah, I guess it didn't hit. Yeah, and that ended my turn, right?
It ends your battle phase. Yeah, and unless you have on-field effects to activate, then you can dissonant bound. You can discard to do some damage if you want, but. No. What you can do, like, even if you have a card on the field, if it says discard, that means you can send it from anywhere you can access. So from your hand or on the field, you can just send it to the discard zone and get rid of it to deal damage or whatever the card is requiring for cost. So if you don't really care for that card to finish its cooldown and you don't really care for it to go back in the deck, you can discard it for 35 damage. And you can discard your counter card if you want for 35 damage.
Yeah, I'm going to discard it just because I don't want to lose more power. Especially because it's 3 power I'm losing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll discard that then, and you'll take the 35.
I don't want to do the math, I don't care. Alright, for funsies, I'm going to activate Ascension. I do it first turn. So, how Ascension works. Nice. Oops. So, target my fighter, then set my fighter's Ascend card from the side deck. Okay? Your Ascend fighter only stays on the field for 5 complete turns. I did add that stipulation in there.
Was that not there before?
No.
Oh,
or if their life reaches 0, which the life is 500 for every Ascended character.
Yeah.
If your fighter's life reaches 0 because of this, when that card leaves the field, my fighter loses 500 life. So basically, it's like a stronger version of my card with increased stats and different effects, different on-field effects. So, when this card is set, add 1 action card from my deck to my hand, then complete a cooldown on my side of the field if I have one, or discard 1 card my opponent has on cooldown, which you don't have one either. So add an action card.
I forget. So when you ascend, all of the bonuses that you have, like
they do apply.
They do.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, like because I'm up by 3 on my stamina because I got that bonus.
Yeah, those are the new baseline.
So like you don't get all those bonuses while you're ascended right now. You just get whatever you have down there.
So the ascend, whatever this. So my boosts and everything I have here are not applying. My character's base stats on here are the new default stats for that character
while you're
ascended. Yes. So my Alice's strength.
Track of that.
Yeah, Alice's strength is 41, and all these stat boosts and everything do not apply. All of her strength and her power and her defense and everything like that are boosted already. They're red, so they're different. So yeah, it becomes the default while they're ascended, and you don't really gain. I guess you would gain it while they're on the field, but that doesn't translate when they revert back. When they revert back, you go back to whatever your stats were.
I'm gonna use one last trick. I'm attacking for strength and half of my CP, but since
you can also
strength,
your
I'm gonna
power.
consider. Yeah, so I'll do all that after. When this card is sent to the discard zone, exile it, then your opponent loses -5 stamina and -2 strength. So I assume are you just gonna take that off of?
It goes off of the 500 my health.
No, but I'm saying like that 5 stamina and 2 strength.
That will apply. That will.
Would you do it to like the ascended now, and then when she descends, then apply that to Alice because it's still
I guess
gameplay perspective too.
Yeah, previous buffs do not apply, but any buffs will carry over. Any debuffs will carry over to the previous
the body's still taking that damage in the end.
Yeah.
Okay. So my strength is 30 instead of half my CP, 150, so 105, and It's doing strength, so my power is it 105. So wait. Okay, so my power's 25. Half of it. What would you want to do if you're
You round up.
So just do what, 16 then? And then when the card is so it has the plus for the cooldown situation. It's just a plus.
That means it's going to the discard, and you're drawing one card immediately.
Okay, so when it gets sent there, I exile it.
You can exile it, yeah, straight away.
Yeah. Well, it just says when it's sent there, exile. It doesn't say
okay.
like you can. So I'll discard it then, and then you're going to lose -5 stamina, -2 strength. I'm attacking for mind and power. If the attack is successful, your opponent cannot set support cards during their next turn, and I'm going to lose 1 power.
Okay, well since I'm going to go ahead and activate Cry of the Damned, if my life is less than 500, which it is, technically because I'm in an ascended form, take 100 damage and attack for CP times 3. Then I lose 3 power, 3 strength, and 3 stamina.
Fuck, you will. You're attacking with that's a magic attack, yeah?
Yeah, hold on, but since immediately I'm taking 100 damage, that's the first part of the effect, is take 100, so 276, it is a magic, and I'm attacking for CP times 3, which would be like almost 500 attack.
When your opponent declares a magic attack, or a base spellbreaker counter card, when your opponent declares a magic attack or a base attack that uses power, negate the attack and your opponent loses 3 mind. Fuck, you will. Fucking unfortunate.
Right, so that gets negated, but that does mean, so I'm losing 3 mind, but I'm not losing, well actually yeah, technically I'm still losing 3 power, 3 strength, 3 stamina, because that's part of the cost of the card, even though it didn't hit. Technically, right. If your life is less than 500, I'm reading it in order of the card.
Yeah.
If your life is less than 500, take 100 damage, which you do at first, and attack for CP times 3. It doesn't say if it was successful or not. So I'm because that's basically me like charging out to attack, and I'm going to attack, and you are blocking my attack with a spell breaking effect. So I am still using my power straight the stamina.
Okay.
So I'm losing mind. You said.
Yeah, 3 mind.
Okay. You just avoided.
I just avoided losing
525 damage.
Fucking Christ!
Yeah.
I'm so glad that was a magic attack.
Man, when Alice cools down, she's gonna be losing some stats.
Definitely command of fridge, I think.
Because I try to think the rule that I can't remember what the rule applies for. Because when you return an ally card to your hand, then that's just for action. But I don't think you can't return an artifact or a relic from the field to your hand. Because then you could just activate it again to get that. So I think if you remove it from the field, you have to send it to the discard, or you can't pick up relics or artifacts. I don't remember. I don't remember what I have in the rulebook. Either way, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Dissonant Bout, and I'm going to send Escape My Grasp to the discard to inflict 35 to you.
Yeah.
Because that's gone, I will be gaining my 10 mind back, and I will be losing 5 power. Actually, I'm going to use its effect to discard a card from my hand or field to add that card to my hand. I'm going to discard that. At the end of the cooldown, that goes here. This goes down to 2 turns. Alright, now my turn.
That's been the longest 3 turns of my life for that ascension.
Yep. And we're going to activate Darkest Impulse again. Attack for CP plus power plus strength. It's a physical and magic attack.
So it is a physical attack?
Yeah, it's both.
Okay. So I'm going to use melee clash. When your fighter is targeted by a physical attack, apply your fighter's CP as damage mitigation. If your CP is higher than the incoming damage, inflict the leftover. But exactly, it's not. So I'm mitigating 150 of it, though.
Yeah. So you're still taking 105.
That is significantly better, thank you. So I'm at 1,070.
End my turn.
The only counter cards I've been able to put down have saved my ass hard.
Yeah, you would have taken like 700 damage between both of those, so go ahead.
I would be very weak right now.
At the end of your turn, Alice Ascend is gone, and I'm going to lose some stats and some life.
Thank God.
See, I maximize how much I would have been doing, but you fucking
but like
you
the
would be
slightest
so close.
bit.
You would be so close to the.
Yeah.
I just want like no instance either.
I'm gonna use energy dispersal. It's a magic attack. Inflict damage equal to your power and stamina, and then gain 5 stamina. So power is 24. My stamina should be what, 33.
Minus 35.
And I have to add half my strength, which is plus 15, which is 72. Minus what?
35 for my defense.
So you're taking 37 damage.
Big numbers.
And I'm gaining 5 stamina. So that's nice. Wait, don't you have don't you still have a thing where if you have higher stamina, you get like less?
When Alice is passive.
It's only when Alice is down.
Yeah. So when at the end of your turn when I revert, then
use a bitch.
Well, it's just me minusing 1 extra cooldown turn per action I activate. So
anyway, so I'm at 38 stamina now. I'll take that.
It sucks that you're Magcro because Alice has a lot of physical blocking cards and not a lot of magic blocking cards, and you activate a lot of magic cards because you're Magcro.
Yeah, it's a pretty good counter.
But inversely, Magcro blocks a lot of magic stuff too, but he's pretty balanced on.
I've had a good few.
Yeah, he's balanced there. Dylan ends his turn. This is going down.
To be fair, I never said I did, but yes, I do end my turn.
Aren't you?
I am, but I don't think I declared I was. But we're good.
So energy going in your cooldown.
Yeah. It absolutely is.
It's because you're not putting them in there for the activation.
I know. I'm not gonna remember it unless I read that shit.
Ascend goes away. As per stated, all the debuffs will then apply to my base form. So first off, I'm losing 500 life. So,
what are you at right now?
1438.
Okay. Oh yeah, so you're still only gonna be like a smidge behind me.
938.
Yeah, I'm at 1078, so we're not even.
And then I'm going to be losing 8 strength. So that's going to put me at 33. Oh, sorry, 8 stamina, not 8 strength. I lose 4 strength. So that is 37. 8 stamina, 29. Minus 8 power, 29. And plus 7 mine because my card is gone and I lost a little bit from you. So that would put me at 25.
How have neither of us drawn any allies?
Yeah, no. Well, there's not a whole lot. When you get an ally, it's supposed to be a decently powerful card. Yeah. And it's supposed to be... I'm surprised you don't have any support cards.
I haven't gotten a single support card, not to my knowledge. Right. No, I haven't gotten any support cards.
Draw. So we're going to start off first with Hebeloma T. I gain 175 life. Get fucked. This card, I have a stipulation. This card can only be activated once per game per player. So
that's fair.
Then I'll activate the monster within, draw 2 cards. I cannot activate cards that have a draw effect for the rest of this turn. I can still draw from action cooldown completion.
So does every structure deck at the very least come with Hebeloma T then? Just so
again, they're thematic.
Yeah, but since it's like a one-game thing.
No, because they're thematic. So if that character would never have come across Hebeloma T, they don't have that card. But there are other cards that do have life-gaining effects. So it's not just that one card. But that is that's Monster Within is the pot of greed of the series. Power Within is like fucking red medicine in Yu-Gi-Oh! But life points don't matter. So, so draw 2. I'm going to activate Residual Leak Fumes. Inflict any amount of damage to my fighter up to 500. Then your fighter gains CP equal to the damage I chose to take while this card is on the field. But this card cannot be targeted individually by card effects.
Okay.
So I'm going to inflict... I'll inflict 200 to myself to increase my CP by 200. Okay, so that puts me at a 360 CP. I will activate Shockwave Punch, attack for CP. This attack is successful. Your opponent discards 1 random card from their hand. So I'm attacking.
It's a physical card?
Yes. You don't have it's not on the field. Oh,
Elbow Jet.
Okay. I was gonna say you can't just throw. You can't just fucking Ash
yes, the fuck I can. Ash Blossom. When your opponent declares a physical attack, you can activate this card from your hand in response, not a counter.
Yep.
Upon receiving damage, inflict strength plus stamina.
Right, so you're first taking 360, so that occurs first.
Yeah. 360.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. How I get off the division? What? Yeah, no way. Don't ask. 1078 minus 360?
Yep.
So that puts me at 718.
And then you are retaliating.
Yes. Retaliating my strength and stamina, which puts it at 68. So, since I'm still dealing that strength damage, is that going to apply to
strength,
it?
then yeah, it can.
So half my power, 12.
That's where Macro's good passive comes into effect.
Yeah, that passive is like
it's just a
constant.
little. It's just extra chip damage. Maybe how much you're doing at me?
80.
I'll activate melee clash.
Yeah, the fuck you will.
When I'm targeted for a physical attack, which it is.
Yeah.
Apply my fighter's CP as damage mitigation. And then if my CP is higher than the incoming damage, which you activate this card, I see the spelling thing right there, inflict a leftover damage to your opponent. So, again, how much you keep saying
80.
So.
No.
Yeah. Apply it as a mitigation, so it's subtracting to 0,
which
and then
completely nullifies it.
Yeah.
How much am I taking? Okay, so scratch 718. I'm actually at 438. I'm glad that backfired on me even more. That's fantastic. Yeah. So yeah, I'm at 438 life.
I think maybe I should errata that card to make it so you gain half CP to the damage you chose to take.
And I automatically gain 1 card, correct? It's just a plus.
No, actually, yes. Okay. Yes. So discard, draw 1, yeah. And I didn't take... technically, I took damage from residual leaf fumes. You turn this card, took damage, game strength. Yeah, so I'll end my turn. Again, you shouldn't be drawing that many allies. Like, that would be ridiculous.
Sure, but
if you just
I don't
kept
have
drawing allies.
That just as an overall, just like a support card, I haven't gotten any.
And some fighters are not really meant to have many supports. Macro does have a couple of supports, but some of them are meant to be just like straight up blitzing and attacking and defending and stuff without dealing with support cards.
So I'm going to use Dissonant Bout. Because I can use that and then still use an action card, right? Okay, so I'm going to use Dissonant Bout and gonna discard Burden of the Host because I don't... Is that a +1 strength per attack?
No, if I took damage
it's just
at the end
overall.
of the turn, then I gained +1 strength. That would be ridiculous if I gained it every time.
Yeah. And then after, I'm going to use Dizzying Impact. It's a physical. I'm inflicting damage equal to my strength and stamina. If it's successful, target 1 action card on cooldown and increase its cooldown by 1 turn. So is that increasing it back to 2, or is that...
that's adding 1 on my side field and giving it another turn.
Okay,
giving it another turn,
yours.
so it takes longer to cool down. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, hold on. My strength and stamina, which, again, is 68, plus half of my power, which is that 12 again. So that's going to be the 80. So that's 80 damage.
Hitting me for 80.
Yes. And it's successful. So I'm going to just add 1 to your Darkest Impulse.
Yeah, that's definitely the one to add, because I can add that back to my hand if I want, if I discard a card.
I don't know why I haven't been using the die, but whatever. Add that there. And then I'm going to also use Knotted Muscle, which is attacking for 75. No specific stat. It's just a blunt 75. And when this card is sent to the discard zone, return 1 non-ally card from your discard zone to your deck, shuffle, and draw 1 card. So 75 damage.
And what are you at right now for something?
438.
I'm at 723. You chipped me down pretty good. And remember, I gained 175, so I would be a lot closer to you if it wasn't for Hebelomantine. And you have Hebelomantine in there.
Somewhere.
And that is not just once per turn. You can discard as many cards as you want. You could literally take all 3 of these and discard them all for 35 times 3 if you wanted. And you would just get rid of those cards. You wouldn't be drawing them back, and their effects wouldn't activate because they're not cooling down. But...
you do kind of make a good point, to be honest with you.
But again, you're losing those cards, and if they have completion effects, then
well, the only completion on that is just when it goes to the discard. I can.
And that's its effect, because it's not going to the discard on its own. It's going back on the deck.
Yeah.
So if it gets discarded, then that effect will activate.
So I'm gonna use Dissonant Bout then on that just to get that out of the way. So when it's sent there, return 1 non-ally card from your discard. So that it's just gonna be anything else then, right?
Anything that's non-ally, yeah.
Which good thing I don't have any support of any manner. And then you'll be taking that 35 damage.
I will start by activating Eroding Consciousness, draw 3, and at the end of my turn, I discard my entire hand.
Jesus.
But I can also just dissonant bout them away so I don't discard anything. Alright, I'm going to be a little bit more fair, and I'm going to use dissonant bout to discard residual leak fumes. So I will be losing that 200 CP.
And I'm taking 35.
Yeah. I will attack with weak point. It's a physical action. So attack for CP plus mind. So starting off with 185 is what's starting. And I roll a 6-sided die 6 times. For every repeated number, I inflict an additional 20 damage.
Jesus Christ. Just KO me.
That just didn't even roll. Okay, that's a 1. I said it was 6 times, so yeah. Keep track. So keep track of how many times I roll, because I'm going to keep track of the duplicates, okay? Alright, so that's 1 duplicate.
You have 1 more. Okay.
Yeah, I threw 2 3s. So
I think you did.
Yeah, so that's 2 repeated, so I'm doing an extra 40, so 225 is going. I could probably kill you then.
You could. I can't.
I think I could.
Yeah, I don't have anything to...
Yeah, I could totally... I think I'm going to go ahead and kill you this turn. I'm going to use...
You sure? Chris, I finally have a card that can go in my support zone.
Right.
You can kill me next turn. Give me a homie draw, okay?
And we'll set 1. Oh, wait, no, I can't do that because I went to action phase. Cooldown's complete, so that completed. This completed. Both of these are just going on the deck. Nothing lets me draw. Okay. Now remember, dissonant bout's not always going to be there either. That's just the environment that was selected at the beginning. There are different environments too.
Yeah. I'm just going to use Surge of Demonic Energy, which is going to increase my fighter's power by 10, which is going to be bringing it up to 34. And then I'm going to equip Tuffle Index. So I'm equipping it to Demon/Tuffle Fighter. That card gains 35 CP while equipped. If your fighter destroys an opponent's defender while this card is equipped, I gain 50 life, which is not happening. But
you're beefing up though.
Yes. I need to know how many I have in here.
Oh, if you have 10 or more, then yeah, you have 10. You have 9.
Do I have 9?
Well, you better dissonant bout something away.
I have fucking 9.
I think I should also errata dissonant bout to make it so only at the end of your turn you can send stuff away.
Is that how you want to do that?
I think. Not for this game, but I think that's what I'll probably do.
So I can just use it right now then?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to dissonant bout Rift Portal then, which is going to put me to 10 in my discard. And yeah, I agree. That's kind of... Yeah. So you'll take that 35 anyway. Yeah. So yeah, I did do that. And then I'm going to use Instant Sift Through the Wreckage, which is if you have 10 or more of any type, 10 or more cards.
Rift Portal?
Yeah.
I'm surprised getting a new fucking environment on the field.
We're towards the end of it, and I'm not going to start reading all those right now. It's fine. If you have 10 or more cards of any type in your Dark Zone, in your discard zone, add 1 to your hand and 1 to the bottom of your deck. Right. I don't know exactly what I did off camera. I basically just finished putting like my card over here, like nothing.
Yeah, you added a card from there.
Yeah, I did. I did add the effect of that card. I added 1 card from my discard to my hand, and then I put 1 to the bottom of the deck, and that's basically all I did off the camera. And I've been waiting.
We're almost done then.
Oh, what the?
He just walked out.
I'm gonna place a counter, and then I'm going to attack. Just because we're right at the end. How much HP do you have? 653. Fuck you. Anyway, I'm going to use Invigorated, which is attacking for my CP, and then I don't have a face-up, so that is irrelevant. So I'm attacking for my CP, which is 185, and I don't get any other bonuses. And I do gain +2 to my mind and strength. So my strength is at 32 now, and my mind is at 38.
Okay. I have 468 life.
And
I will draw. I'm
just gonna move this right here just so it's not.
Okay.
Looks better in my head.
I will activate Resonant Aid, add 1 support card from my deck to my hand, then shuffle a different support card from my hand or field into the deck. So I will be trying to make it thematic. And then I will shuffle Linchpin of Fate just back to the desk, put at the bottom. Alright, this is going here. And then I will set Kim Avery.
Holy shit.
Alright, so when this card's set, I can add a Tansu or a Joey from my deck to my hand.
Since he has the passive, each time an ally is set on either field, I gain 5 life.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hey,
I'm at 183 health now, okay?
Alright.
I'm making big ups, as the kids say.
So when Kim was set, I add a Tansu to my hand. When I set the support card, Kim Avery, gain +5 strength once.
Shit.
So that puts me at 43. And then her passive effect is your fighter gains +2 to all stats while this card is face up. 45. 32, 31, 31, 27. Once her effect is once I can take the top 3 cards on my deck, add 1 to my hand, and place the rest back in any order. So I will add...
In any order you can put them back?
Yeah, and just I choose the order for the second 2 cards to go back, so I'm setting up my deck.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go ahead and... I'll activate Synergy, increase my fighter strength by 10.
You can stop doing that.
No.
You know that, right? Like,
You
don't have to.
Will not. Then I will attack with Invigorated. Attack for CP.
It's still a physical attack.
Melee Clash again?
Yeah. So my discard, I yoink that shit.
Alright. Here's where it's gonna get complicated.
Oh, stop it. Don't counter my counter. I can't counter your
Chain
counter with my
negate.
counter.
When your opponent activates a card effect, which that's a card effect, negate the effect, and then open a chain. Go first. So that gets negated. This opens a chain. And it's just going to get confusing so that negates this. So this attack is going through, and then the chain is going. So
yeah, because you're completely negating the shit.
I'm negating that.
Great.
And then
that's gross.
The chain is doing nothing. So my attack invigorated is going through. So CP. Plus face-up ally cards combined strength, so 173 is hitting you first.
So I got 10 HP.
Okay. And I'm opening up a chain, but I have nothing to activate the chain, so that's...
I can't do anything, I have no
so
cards.
That's going to close the chain. This is a 3 on that turn.
So those chains, so you can just activate them essentially whenever?
No, because this one's a negate. This one specifically is
okay, right, yeah, it's a negate, right. You already
I can't fucking attack
in the
you.
double digits.
I can't attack you for anything more to kill you.
Good. I'm already in the double digits. Leave me alone.
Fuck. Fuck. All right. Go. Damn it.
That was a close one, boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck! I didn't set this again. I keep forgetting to set this.
I can't use this. I'm not gonna do it.
Why not?
Because it'll kill me. Well, I could for the...
If you can deal 468 damage and you could double KO,
I definitely can't, but that would be great.
Does that go down a turn?
No.
I guess it ultimately doesn't
Probably doesn't matter, no.
This card's been here since turn 1, and you haven't done enough damage in one attack.
Oh, it's one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a minimum of taking 200 damage, and you haven't hit me for over 200. Or if you did once, I didn't activate it for whatever reason.
Over 200 damage?
Yeah.
I don't think so. If I did, it would have only been once, but I don't think.
Actually, not in one turn. You may have done 200 to me over the course of
when you were ascended, I probably would have, because that's when I was doing some bigger.
Maybe.
Nah.
Anyway.
So you can attack with your character with strength and power, right? Those are the 2 you can attack with.
For base attack, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to attack with my power, which is 34, and half of my strength, which is 32. What the hell? Half of 32. 16.
So 48.
Okay, so I'm attacking with 48.
You better not leave me at 420 Jubla health.
Yeah, no, fuck it, fine. Go ahead. What am I gonna do?
That's going down to 1. I'm gaining 1 strength. Alright.
How much strength do you have right now?
56.
Cool.
Done.
Chris.
We're going to go ahead and attack for base strength. For 56.
I can't do anything about that.
Okay. So I'm declaring my final attack for my base strength for 56 to Dylan's 10 health.
Right. So see how this could have went.
Mm-hmm. Right. So I win. So
Chris wins.
Game over.
He wins. But
dead.
But if I wanted to, I could have headbutted your ass, for 60 damage.
Could you imagine?
And then killed myself by dealing 20 damage.
It's over. And just dies.
Could have punted you and then nuked myself with 20 damage. But next turn, you would not have been able to activate an instant card. So I think it would have been pretty good.
I think that went well. Besides the GoPro.